Welcome to the channel. Presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, what's good? Yo, check it out. Welcome to the Beeline ENT, LLC. What we got for you? First off, we got the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, talking a little of everything. Then we got Straight Through the Road, STR, baby, Wrestle Talk, where we talk all things pro wrestling. Next up, we got the Show Off Show, that's right, the Beeline ENT Entertainment. And then on Sunday nights, we going live on the line with that group panel discussion. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Also, pick up some merch. The Beeline ENT LLC. Let's go.
Stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you.
This is a special report from the Beeline Entertainment, LLC.
People, this is your boy Brian B from the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. And we got an important announcement. We on the road to 1,000 subscribers, baby. That's right. Head on over to YouTube today. Make sure you click that subscribe button for more content coming at you. I'll see you there.
It's game time. It's game time.
Get more W, that Genderless energy drink mix that's going to power you through your gaming, content creation, whatever you're doing, is there for you. Enter that promo code BrianB, and get 10% off your order today. Get more W, get more power.
Yes, you are, yes, you are, yes, you are the only one, 'cause there's something special about you.
That's right, people, what's good? Yo, Happy New Year. Listen, it's 2024, we back at it. That's right, all right, crowd, all right, we got you. Yo, listen, if you guys don't know, we host a show over here on Wednesday nights. It's called STR, Straight Through the Road, baby, Wrestle Talk. We talking that wrestling from WWE to AEW, New Japan, to Wrestle Kingdom and WrestleMania and Royal Rumbles and SmackDown hotels. And that's right, your boy Brian B. We doing it. And I'm excited to be back at it today because it's been a lot of wrestling going on, and we ain't gotten a chance to talk about it since the day 1 of January to the day 10 of January. We're going to talk about it a lot today. Got the crew in the room with me. Oh, you already got some love. What up, JC? JC, what's good? Yo, listen, your boy, I feel good today. I've been looking forward to this shit all day. But if you don't know, like I said before, this is the Beeline ENT LLC, straight through the ropes wrestle talk. And just wanted to also remind you guys that we do have the merch shop and everything's going good. Check out the STR merch. Show everybody what nation that you representing. It ain't the domination no more. It's STR, baby. Go grab you a shirt and support the crew. But I got one more thing that I got to do before we can start talking about the stuff that's going on in wrestling. We got a little bit of good news, a little bit of bad news, a little bit of stuff in between. But before we do any of that, let's do this. Let's go! We back at it. Yo, what's good? Yo, my people, happy new year, STR. What's good, y'all?
What's up, man?
Hey,
What up, Lay? Slim?
what's up? Happy
Doing
New
good.
Year,
What's up, man?
guys.
Happy New Year in
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big
Right.
year, man. It's gonna be a big year. Yeah, I'm really excited. Beeline, thank you guys so much for staying, staying on with the channel. I mean, every time we start up now, we got people who's watching, looking forward to our responses to some of the interesting stuff going on in wrestling right now. Look at JC writing books already. Brian B, I'm doing good, man. Miss chatting with your broski. Yo, can you believe that Cody Rhodes did at the live event the other night? Props for him for this one. Okay, well, I guess that's gonna be something we have to talk about because I didn't hear what Cody Rhodes did at the live event the other night. You guys hear anything about?
When
He
he,
was the best man,
he,
the best man at the wedding
yeah, he,
thing.
Oh,
he
Yeah.
agreed to be the best man. Yeah.
yeah, I did hear about that actually. I thought you meant something with like wrestling. He said he was gonna be somebody's best man in the crowd or something, right?
Yeah, the guy held up the sign and was like, Cody, be my best man. And Cody Rhodes, being the face that he is, agree, which is pretty dope.
That's pretty cool.
But
Hey,
I
listen,
promise
that guy.
you, if he does this, they gotta record it. They gotta record it.
Oh yeah, I'm saying they gotta have something, right? At least Brandy or something got to record it or something. I don't know. Well, that's hey, listen, yo, fans, shoot your shot, shit. They're gonna be people with all kinds of
what?
signs. Pay my mortgage. Give me your
We're gonna
taxes.
go with the sign. Come on our show, Cody.
Bruh, listen.
Come on, STR. We're gonna hold it up.
That's
Yeah.
the one that I
Cody, if
want
you
to do.
come on here, please.
Listen, that'd be amazing. Actually, speaking of that, just to start off the year, but I just want to say, we have a lot of wrestling promotions and stuff that we are connected to, as well as with the commission talks. Commission talks on Wednesdays as well. Wrestle Talk Wednesdays. Commission talk starts at 5, and Straight to the Ropes is always going to be at 9:00. This is always going down on Wednesdays. We're trying to talk to some promotions. You know what I mean? Like we want to talk to some up and coming wrestlers and stuff like that. So definitely. If you guys are interested in coming on, telling your story, telling us about your moves, whatever, definitely reach out. We're going to be reaching out to you as well. Looking forward to that. Especially being out here in Georgia. There's nothing but wrestlers around here. Everybody's wrestling.
Make us go viral like Cat Williams did Club Shay Shay.
Oh man, listen, I forgot. Yeah, I haven't had my own show since that shit has happened, man. I'll tell you right now. Oh man, it's crazy. I've had mixed reviews about it, but it's just like I don't know, man. It's like I like Cat Williams, but I was never a super fan. But I respect him. I mean, he does good work. But it's like I don't know. I gotta think when people just talk shit, man. I don't like when people talk shit too much. But hey, listen, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Well,
Somebody gonna
Triple
body
H
slam
did
his ass.
invite Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco to any live show that they wanted to, because apparently Shannon Sharp said something about being a fan of wrestling. So Triple H, he's always cooking, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Might have some wrestling interviews coming up.
That'd be dope, man. That'd be really dope. I mean, one of the things that I think it's choppy a little bit. Y'all good?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, yeah. It was chopping out a little bit. But yeah, I mean, that would be pretty cool, to see, different wrestlers jumping on these shows. You saw Bianca Belair and Montez Ford got their little reality show coming out on
Yeah,
Hulu, right?
Hulu. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hulu.
yeah. It's interesting to see. I thought we were kind of done with those married couple shows. You know, we've had everybody from going back in the day to the Osbournes, Nick Lachey, and Jessica Simpson, and now you got Bianca and they had like a stigma with that. Remember they were like everybody who has a reality show that's married, they sit there and get
They
divorced.
get a divorce. Oh, but
Bro.
knock on wood, not Bianca and
Okay.
Montez.
Yeah.
But
I
we
like
got to think like Triple H and WWE and the whole TKO brand as a whole are trying to bring in newer audiences and more female audience, and that's where you tap in at.
Yeah, no, you're
reality
definitely
show.
right. Yeah, you're definitely right about that. I mean, even for me, like I say it all the time, like Total Divas, I was a fan. I was always watching that shit. It was interesting to see like their interactions with each other, as well as just like beautiful women all day, and the two people I think made that show for sure was Jimmy and Naomi. Man, Jimmy is funny as shit.
Yeah,
bro, he was great on that damn show. But yeah, we'll see what happens, man. But how you guys doing, man? Everybody's good? Everybody had good New Year's?
Yeah.
It was blessed, man. Able to recharge, refocus, spend some time with family, and just make some plans for the vision board for the new year. And it's been good, man.
Yeah. I definitely agree. That's kind of why I wanted to take a little bit of a break last week. I wanted to get into it, especially since wrestling is a little slow right now. It's a little bit slow. It's a lot going on at the same time, but it's a little slow as far as just like Royal Rumble is the end of the month. WrestleMania is coming, so the busy season is really about to kick into overdrive with WWE at least. But but I wanted to jump in today and like with everything that's been happening with me saying that, we got a lot of topics to kind of cover today, and we're gonna go over like of course all of the major ones. Recently I wanted to start off by letting Slim go ahead and jump this in because I have been trying to, catch up, but I'm still like fresh in the game with outside of WWE. Like, just to explain myself, let me explain myself one time on here for just everybody who's watching, what I'm saying? Because I get into a lot of like, conversations with people, and people be trying to like outsmart me and shit. I'm like, nah, hold on, motherfucker. I know some shit. Like, don't play me like I don't know wrestling. But the thing is, I've always been a fan of WWE. It's the easiest thing to watch, not for nothing. But I still keep up with different promotions. Like, there's certain people I just miss. I'm not gonna lie, I don't keep up with everything, but I still keep up with stuff. So it's like I'm finding out, oh, who's the champion? Oh, he's doing this. Let me check this guy's match out or whatever. But I might not follow it as hard as I follow WWE. So that's my thing. But ever since I started doing this, I've been trying to get more engaged, with different promotions and everything like that or whatever. So Slim, you've been putting me on as well, like like Wrestle Kingdom, and I knew previous what Wrestle Kingdom was, with like Chris Jericho coming with freaking crow shit on or whatever. But I'm enjoying like tapping into these other
areas
of wrestling. So go ahead, man. We had Wrestle Kingdom back on the 4th. What you think about it, man?
Yeah, man. For all our audience out there, we just got finished with Wrestle Kingdom last week. That is the equivalent of WrestleMania in New Japan. I'm out there. I paid for it. Show started at 1:30, didn't end until about 5 or 6, and I had to work the next day. But hey, that's the price you pay for being a super fan. But really, really good show. Really solid show. We started off with Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the IWGP television title. For those who don't know, Hiroshi Tanahashi is basically the equivalent of like a Rock or a John Cena in New Japan terms. He is also only the 4th person in history right now to be the current active president for New Japan Pro Wrestling and also a champion at the same time. We also had a good opening match for their IWGP Junior Tag Team Championships with Bullet Club War Dogs versus Akira and TJP, donning his Philippine garments of an Asawa, which is a protected demon of friends. So we got like a little mini kind of like Finn Balor action going on there. Also heading into Wrestle Kingdom, a lot of storylines played out as well. And big shocker of the night that we were all looking for, the man himself, Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, has finally appeared in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I, for
Yeah.
one, can't wait to see what he does because we all know Dolph can work, Dolph can sell, and now that Dolph is unscripted, unhinged, it was great. And for those who didn't catch that, so Dolph and his brother Ryan Nemeth, who's also known as the Hollywood Hunk in AEW, came to New Japan Wrestle Kingdom, and they were watching the tag team match with Bushimon, who could retain their titles as well. An amazing triple threat match out there between David Finlay, Will Ospreay, and John Moxley. After that triple threat concluded, New Japan now crowned their new global heavyweight champion, which was David Finlay, the current leader of the Bullet Club. Following that match, David Finlay pulled a I Love New York and spit on Dolph Ziggler and pushed him.
That shit was crazy, man.
And Ziggler lost it. But the clip that is going viral around the internet, just like that man that jumped that judge, Dolph Ziggler jumped David Finlay in the back of that New Japan press conference.
I saw that shit. Yeah. Listen.
My bad. To finish up Wrestle Kingdom, we had a great showing by the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan, and Okada. That was a classic match. Also, shout out to El Desperado. He beat my boy Hiromu Takahashi in a banger of a match. And shout out to Naito for breaking the Gedo curses. Gedo has not booked Naito to win the heavyweight championship in New Japan, but he finally did it. So shout out to Naito in your last run. We all know he's probably finishing up soon. So that's the recap of Wrestle Kingdom. I, for one, am glad I can expose Lay, Ray, and Brian to this. I think it's amazing when you get a chance to see just the other side of wrestling.
Yeah, for real. And Lay, I know. Yeah, I was going to say.
I was going to ask Slim a question real quick. So, what do you think about World's End? Because I was getting a lot of mixed reviews about the whole devil reveal. They were talking about some of the matches seemed botched.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to interrupt real quick. I just want to say I definitely want to talk about that. We actually got some slides and everything.
Okay.
We're going to talk about. Yeah, I want to jump. I wanted to ask you real quick, Lay, because we all know that I'm the newcomer to New Japan a lot of trying to stay up with it more now. But you stay up with it, right? You're still watching. Did you watch Wrestle Kingdom?
No, I didn't get to watch, and I'm just getting into it too. Before Slim, I didn't even know anything about Wrestle Kingdom. To be honest, I didn't know anything about New Japan or anything. So Slim, you actually inspired one of my TikToks for last week about not watching wrestling inside of the bubble, and because of you, I even started back watching Wow Women of Wrestling. And I didn't watch that. I haven't watched that since I was young. I thought it went off, to be honest.
They have. I honestly, I got into WoW because somebody told me that for a brief time, AJ Lee was helping the girls down there. And it's crazy how algorithm works. As soon as you start searching, they just start sending you stuff. So I just typed in WoW on YouTube and all this stuff popped up. And there's this amazing woman called The Beast that is there. And she, if she finished up a WoW, AEW or WWE would be lucky to have her because she's amazing. But you're right, Lay. I'm new to WoW because I never knew it was just a promotion just for dedicated to entirely just a women's roster. And it's it comes on this little throwaway channel where I'm at in Greensboro. I think it's CW or something like that down here. But every time I get a chance to get it, I do watch it.
Yeah, actually, that's where I used to watch it. Just kind of here and there, like you said, because it was. I remember being on CW, and it used to come on late at night. I think I remember.
Yeah,
late at night,
11, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I used to watch that. I used to just be on. I used to just catch it and stuff like that. And you said, this is. I think I'm sharing it. I don't know if y'all seen it or not.
Oh, she looks dope.
Yeah, this the beast. This the beast chick right here. Yes, I've actually seen her before. I don't know if I've seen her just from scrolling and looking at different wrestlers and stuff, but I've seen her somewhere. But yeah, she's jacked, bro. These jacked ass girls that's coming up in wrestling, bro. I'm scared. I'm scared for the guys. Like, damn, they're taking spots, man. But it's nice to see the competition is really building, man. And like, you know, we have such a stacked roster in all areas at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the able to intermingle with different promotions, because now you got AEW, you know, mixing with New Japan, mixing with Ring of Honor. You know what I'm saying? TNA and there's talks now TNA and WWE are going to start kind of mixing it up or whatever. So it's really interesting to sit here. Good. Let me heard something about that.
No. So I mean, I forgot, but shout out to Charlie Dempsey and Katsuhiko Nakajima. The first time we got All Japan Pro Wrestling and NXT working in the cohesive unit. For those who don't know, Charlie Dempsey went on a little excursion to Japan to compete for All Japan Pro Wrestling in a little tour they had, which concluded with him getting a shot at the Triple Crown Championship against Katsuhiko Nakajima. And they put on a classic of a clash of styles. Like, Charlie Dempsey's technical ability is just amazing, and the hard-hitting kicks of Nakajima mix so well. Like, this is going to make Charlie a better wrestler, and hopefully opens up a little bit more of a forbidden door going back to the E. Because Nakajima was on Twitter saying, maybe it's time to make an excursion to America. What do you think, Triple H?
We'll see, man. It's still a hard road, man. I want to see like some new talent and stuff like that start intermixing. Here's my thing. I'm gonna be honest too. I don't want to be an asshole or anything, but I want to be honest. The big thing with WWE is, you know, they're definitely entertainment based, man. WWE is entertainment. That comes with the conclusion of the stories. That comes with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, but mainly when them promos is kicked off, I don't give a fuck if you just a punch and kick wrestler. Literally, that story is fire. I can't wait for you to get in the ring and choke each other with the camera wire and shit. That's what I'm into. Like, I love that shit. You know, I'm like, get him, finally. You know, Triple H is kicking Shawn Michaels' ass or whatever. So when, like, you know, the Japan, you know, the wrestlers from New Japan, whether it be the Kairi Zanes, whether it be like the Shinsuke's and them and everything like that, it's hard for them to tell the story because a lot of times they don't speak English. They can't really intermix with the crowd like that, which I give Shinsuke so much credit. Shinsuke and Asuka, I got to give them both credit, because even though they don't speak English the best, they still know how to engage. They're still engaging. Like, you know, Asuka with the facial expressions and just how she moves, her mannerisms. Shinsuke, big time Shinsuke now, with him telling them stories, with them animated pictures. This shit is phenomenal, man. So it's like I think they're showing that there really is a way to do it. There's a transition that can be made, you know, even though they're not connecting with the audience, like how, you know, you get on the mic and LA Knight is just, you know, he just opens his fucking mouth and says one word and the crowd is captivated. You know what I mean? So it's interesting to see the transition, you know, because it is different. It is a difference. But yeah, well, shout out to Wrestle Kingdom. I think it was really good. You know, I didn't get a chance to watch all of it, but I did get a chance to watch some of the bigger matches. David Finley's Fit Finley's son, right? That's
yes,
second generation. Yeah. I mean, he's phenomenal, bro. Like, as far as wrestling, he is phenomenal. Yeah, he's phenomenal. I didn't even know he was the leader of the Bullet Club, but when I saw Chris Bay and you said,
he kicked out Jay White. Yeah, so I'll say it. I was never David Finley's biggest fan, because up until the point where he turned heel, he was just jobbed out as a babyface with Juice Robinson back in the day. And then I have a high standard to think about Bullet Club, because I saw Bullet Club in the first form, and with basically just Tom Tonga, Brad Love, Prince Devitt, and Carl Anderson, and then seeing him morph into what AJ Styles took it to, and then seeing him morph into what Kenny took it to, and that little civil war he had with Cody. And then I saw the heights it took with Jay White and everything. And when David Finley took over, it was just like, I don't know how this is gonna fit because I've seen this person as a baby face for so long, but
Yeah.
it works. And shout out to Finley for becoming a champion. And we're just gonna see where it goes. I know they're
Yeah.
scheduled now to face Will Ospreay's faction in a 5-on-5 cage match coming up soon. I think that's Will Ospreay's last match in New Japan.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what's up. Yeah, I know. The first time I saw David Finlay was when he was fighting Will Ospreay. That was that match, and that's where I got like introduced to him. I'm like, damn, this guy can move, yo. And because he was doing the flips and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that was the first one. But yeah, it's interesting, man. I definitely think that's something that's going to be entertaining while we're going forward to see the connections that are met with all the promotions, kind of working together, intermixing. WWE is doing that new thing where they're traveling all over the place. I actually want to talk to you guys about that. How do you feel about, WWE going to Australia and they said the Elimination Chamber might be on at like 4:30 in the morning or some shit like that or whatever. Like, isn't that crazy? Now, the only issue I have is just like, I want to watch Elimination Chamber. You know what I'm saying? When it first comes on, I don't want to see the shit from social media and, ruin it. So how do you guys feel about, let's start with Leg. Like, how do you feel about these new, changes that they're going to be having where this may be like kind of a recurring situation?
Well, business wise and marketing wise, because I got the marketing brand. I get why they're trying to expand. But that time difference is going to be a killer. I'm not even going to lie. Because I think, like you said, it starts at like 3 or 4 over here. And it's supposed to be over at like 6. So, but the audience, apparently that where they're talking about having an elimination chamber is just as big as an arena as what they're having for WrestleMania. If not bigger, if I'm not mistaken. So
it's supposed to be really big. It's supposed to be like a really big event, and that's that's good. I feel like it's good, but it's also it's one of those things, man, where it's like we all know the big four, right? We all know the big four. We know the big four where big shit's gonna happen. I'm not saying that other stuff can't happen in these events, but I'm not looking at Roman Reigns fighting whatever and losing the title at Elimination Chamber. Like I already know it's not going to happen in a way. So it's like to have this major event. Just remember when they were trying to play like Saudi Arabia, like, oh, this is the new WrestleMania and shit. No, it's not. It's just a glorified live event. And I mean, it could be cool. Like have a good match, whatever. I would rather
I don't think it's gonna be that big now, but thinking future wise as the WWE begins to expand and like I said, working with TKO and coming up with reaching these new target audiences, I think it does have that potential because they're already, and I know we're going to talk about it later, but they already are rumors that they're going to have The Rock and Roman at the elimination match. Like they're already trying to lay the foundation to make it grow into something. So they're trying to branch out that bubble. They still got some tweaking to do with that time zone difference, but I see where they're going. Hunter is cooking, Brian. Let him cook.
Yeah, he is for sure. He is for sure. I definitely do enjoy I do enjoy the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like that new atmosphere. I love that shit because it's always they're thankful. Like damn, I get to see W. Can't wait for this. They got people probably bought their tickets and they just couldn't wait. They don't get to see it often. So I do enjoy that. It is a different feel, like the environment. But yeah, it is some I guess pros and cons that do come with it. Slim, you looking forward to this new territory where you're gonna have Saudi Arabia, you're gonna have Australia and New England, whatever they're gonna be going to next.
I'm excited, man. I mean, I'm probably like in the minority. You're talking to a guy who stayed up for like 5 hours just to watch Japanese pro wrestling. So that don't bother me, but I think it's kind of crazy because like if you follow and are as in as many wrestling groups as I am, it's kind of hard to avoid spoilers, and especially when your Facebook algorithm is basically like everything wrestling. So I'm I think this is good, and I think this, but I also know that this will open up more doors for more places they want to go. Like their interviews were saying, like Kofi saying, can we get a PLE in Ghana? Like I think it'd be crazy to see like WWE in
For real.
Africa, or like some place
Yeah.
big, like some place just as big, like like a Mexico City or Brazil or something like that.
Money
You know,
is.
it's
Yep.
I
Yeah.
think sometimes back in the day we didn't get international shows unless it was like that random Monday Night Raw that came from England that they taped back in the day, or like it was just like or they had to like plan the pay per view like months in advance to like do a international show. But now
Yeah.
that we're
For real.
switching to now that we're at the PLE format, and we got our house shows and our city tours, I think it opens up to like what country can put the biggest bid in to get WWE to come there, because also it almost starts a bidding war for your company.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's definitely interesting, and we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, like I'll be one of them dudes that stays up until 4:30 to watch some shit too. Like I actually had to do it the other day because like on in Georgia, whenever like football or baseball game or something like that comes on for some reason, especially because SmackDown is on Fox, they'll put it on like later, so they'll skip it and maybe it'll be on like at like 12 o'clock in the morning. So when it's on 12 o'clock in the morning, okay, I'm pissed off, but I stay up until 12 o'clock in the morning to watch SmackDown or whatever. And that's just what I do. So I know I'll be up, but I don't want to have to do that shit all the time. I ain't gonna lie. But just to jump back, I want to cycle back and then we're gonna jump into AEW because I know, like I said, I know there's a lot for us to talk about. We haven't been talking about stuff for a while. But Mr. Lewis, Jaden EPW over there, he said this about Dolph Ziggler. I wanted to touch on this as well. I think that that was a great move. He will make big things in New Japan, and it will transcend his career to another level. I definitely fully believe that, man. Dolph Ziggler is one of the dudes. I've always said it, man, even before people were really saying it. I always looked at Dolph Ziggler as being like not to box him, but he's just like a Shawn Michaels, man. He's got that same caliber that Shawn Michaels got. You feel the
He
same,
got
Slim?
Yeah, man. Because the truth is, we all know he got hoed back in the day when he got that one concussion, and they never trusted him again. Because
That's right.
he
Yeah.
they strapped they strapped a rocket to him. Dolph probably has, besides Seth, one of the most exciting Money in the Bank cash-ins in the world. Like
Yep.
he never did anything boring. Even with that BS thing of being Chavo Guerrero's caddy assistant when he first came in, and the Spirit Squad, and not trying to be funny, like it says a lot about Dolph, but he's the only person from the Spirit Squad still doing stuff.
Still there.
No disrespect to Kenny Dykstra in his backstage role, but Dolph is like just one of them guys. And once
Yeah.
they typecast you as, okay, the guy that can be put in anywhere, but we're not going to really push like that, but you're really good, but we don't want to let you go. It's kind of just like, just like you're suffering. So I'm excited for him because he can put on the
Yeah.
good show, and I'm excited to see where he goes, or what he does.
Yeah.
Because they said that. Well, I read a article saying that he asked to be let go.
Yeah, I heard that too.
That he actually went to WWE and was like, "Just go ahead, let me go." And he said he wasn't surprised. So
Yeah. I can believe it because it's like just like Slim just said, and I'm sure too, Lay. Like, he's been there forever, man. He's been there forever. There's not much he was doing. He was, kind of intermingling with the NXT talent when they were getting called up. He had and kind of putting them over a little bit. But Dolph is one of them type of people where it's like I can see him going outside, and really building a name for himself. And I was uncertain about it at first because I was like, this guy, he does, comedy, he does other things outside of wrestling, and he is up in age a little bit, what I'm saying? He's still in great shape and everything, but I'm saying like
yeah,
I can see him transitioning, like, what I'm saying? Like, and he still might, he might just be like testing this out and testing the waters. But Dolph Ziggler been wrestling for a while, man. He has had concussion history. I'm saying this guys can't go forever and shit. So, I wouldn't be surprised if I start.
My question though is, do you think this is going to be a situation where he goes out make a huge wave where he is now, and then come back home to WWE.
Listen, ain't that the pattern and shit?
Yeah,
I feel like it.
you can't ignore that. That
I'm
really
telling
isn't
you.
happening. You go away from WWE, you make a buzz, and then you're back home.
Bro, I'm gonna say this shit until forever, man. I'm telling you right now. Like I said, and I know I've had arguments with people about this, all this other shit. WWE is not the only thing that's available, but WWE is the top of the mountain when it comes to wrestling and pro wrestling, in my opinion. And I'm sure in the opinions of pro wrestlers, every fucking thing you do. You might have places that you like. You might have places that you might want to be at. You might not even like WWE, but there's no denying that that's the fucking, that's the top of the mountain when it comes to pro wrestling, yo. It's the longest promotion that's ever been around. It's the most glorified. It's the most known. You're definitely, if you could build yourself successfully as a top guy at the top place in the top industry, whatever, like that's it. So it's like these guys that do come back, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, and they establish their name in the indies and they come up with something there. They revamp themselves and they come even what's his name? The dude Kenny what is his name? Kenny Dystra or whatever in NXT. He was doing that what's it called gimmick with Mustafa Ali and Retribution or whatever. Yo, he's phenomenal in NXT, bro. Like I saw a match with him and Keith Lee in NXT.
I know about Dodger Clover.
Yeah. Chloe, whatever his name is. I don't know his fucking name. Dostrake, whatever. Dijak. Yeah, he wears the glasses and shit. He got the mean mug face. Yo, he's phenomenal, yo. And it's crazy because it's like you wouldn't know that unless you like see his matches and stuff. Because the gimmick that they had him at the main roster, it was trash, man. You didn't even give this guy a chance to shine, really. So it is interesting to get to know these guys in other places and let them evolve in other places, even if it is just NXT. You know what I'm saying? They can drop down. Look at Baron Corbin, like completely kind of reinventing himself and everything. So it's interesting. I mean, I'm interested to see what Dolph is doing. That's a reason for me to go over and look at NG and New Japan now because I'm just like, hey, I knew him as Dolph Ziggler, and it's like now I want to see what he's doing. Just like Moxley, like I knew Moxley as Dean Ambrose now, and I'm like, damn, look at this guy. He's fucking. I didn't even know this side of him, this wild rampant side, bleeding everywhere. It's interesting, man. It's really interesting, but let's get into some AEW talk, man. We gotta try to cover some of these bases here. We got some other stuff we want to talk about as well. But AEW. So this is something I've been following AEW a little bit more than anything, besides WWE. But what did you guys think of World's End? Let's go ahead and start with Lay on this one because you were kind of introducing it.
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't get to watch all of World's End. I just been catching up on some clips, and I've actually had some people inbox me certain matches. I don't know the two young ladies' name, but it was a women's wrestling match, and I'm not gonna say it was bad, but they just weren't selling it.
Tony Storm versus Riho.
Yeah, and what's crazy is a lot of people was like, oh my gosh, that storyline and the build-up was so good, and then they got the World's End and just dropped the ball. So
their styles don't match at all. And like and I didn't mean to interrupt you, so I apologize.
Oh, you good.
Like I get the story they were trying to tell. Like Riho was the very first AEW World Women's Champion, and I love Toni Storm and this Marilyn Monroe gimmick she has going on. I think it's like phenomenal.
Yeah,
but it was just I think that match from beginning to end was kind of like not doomed to fail, but it was just like the differences in their styles didn't match up at all.
Yeah, but the differences shouldn't matter to the point where you can't sell hits and kicks at all. Like
chemistry is a big thing in the ring. Like if you hear these guys talk, like if you don't have chemistry with the person that you're working with in the ring, at least from the people that I've talked to, even just outside of like these big name promotions, altogether. Like if it's difficult for you to work with somebody in the ring, and I don't know if it is for them, but that's usually a reason why the matches don't really be hitting like you like they should, even if it's two like high caliber stars or whatever. It's interesting.
I mean, I know you working on the choreography and all that good stuff. I feel like that should not make up for a lack of chemistry, or like Slim said, the differences in wrestling styles, but at least make it more cohesive. Like, they were parts in that match that I watched where one person would go for a hit and you could clearly see that she didn't get touched at all, and she just yeah. I feel like there's no excuse for that.
Ghost spiders.
I feel like there's no excuse for that now. Like, you got to work together, and this is like their WrestleMania of sorts. So I felt like they could have done a whole lot better in working on that choreography. Or maybe they could have been nervous. Like, somebody pointed that out. Was like, well, maybe they were nervous, but still.
Is World's End one of their bigger pay-per-views?
No.
Yeah. I thought of the throwaway pay-per-view, but I feel you. I definitely feel you.
Feel better then.
Yeah.
And then they talked about the whole devil reveal and how they weren't feeling that. Oh, Slim, why did you put your head down? Wasn't that bad?
I was bored with that shit.
So let me say this, man. As a person who probably watched this storyline from beginning all the way to the end, it was lackluster at best, because there are so many like caveats to this that just bring many more questions. So the basic thing is, they told us from the very beginning, because when Adam Cole and MJF first formed this odd couple's friendship, that devil mask was hanging in Adam Cole's locker. But then it was just like, you kind of just kept feeling like it was going to be Adam Cole. Like, I know they kept trying to throw distractions at us, like, like maybe it's like somebody from the shadows or something like that. But it was just lackluster. And then, like, I get it, and I feel like this could have probably worked more if Adam Cole wasn't legitimately hurt.
That was,
and I feel like that was,
my bad, Slim. Just to kind of interject, like right there with you, the fact that this guy is hobbling around on fucking stilts or crutches or whatever, like, to me, that's boring as shit. It's like, he can't even really engage in this storyline the way that they might want. I thought, as just a casual watcher or whatever, I thought that he was going to, like, he was faking it. Like, I thought, all right, he's healed up. He's about to, like, I thought that he was going to be like, all right, so now I'm going to come and now I can really engage and then even leave something for the presence. Because whenever you have a storyline like this, the goal is you want to sit there and see, like, okay, now MJF is going to come back and then they're going to have their, fallout match, which, you don't see it anytime soon because he's still injured. And then you got, they're saying MJF, they're, trying to play it just like they did Jey Uso. He's no longer on the card and all this other shit. I don't think MJF is going any fucking where. I think he's staying right there in AEW. But I don't know, man. Just like you were saying, I really thought it was this was one of the more interesting things that was getting me into AEW, was like, just seeing this storyline unfold. I love storylines like this. And when it did happen, I was just like, these are the dudes, like, they're already here.
Well,
it's not even like
well, it's like there's a lot of frustrations because, like, the number one elephant in the room is the last time Wardlow was in a faction, it did absolutely nothing for him.
I remember that.
There was no payoff, and there's going to be people in the comments, well, he was TNT champion for what, a month? Before he dropped it to Powerhouse Hobbs, who dropped it to Samoa Joe. Like, come on, like, they want Wardlow to be like this second coming of almost like Batista, how he's built, and he's always
Yeah.
like the muscle of the group. And when the muscle gets finally frustrated from being considered just the dumb muscle, he finally snaps and attacks the leader. But it makes no sense for him to go through all of that just to join another faction. Then
Yeah.
you add,
Yeah.
then you add Roderick Strong, who how he got just yelling Adam over is insane, but that is over with him. And then I have a problem with Mike Bennett and Matt Taven of the Kingdom. I think they're actually a really, really, really good tag team. And I think if you're going to still have that brand of ROH, you still need somebody who's been affiliated with the ROH brand. So I get it. The storyline made somewhat sense of Joe setting everything up, serving MJF up on a silver platter just to get what he wants. So I understood it from that perspective, but it was just anticlimactic, man. But I will
Yeah.
say, that their new faction name is the Undisputed Kingdom. So we got the undisputed quote unquote era back in AEW. So we got to see where that goes. But I feel like
Yeah.
none of this is going to make sense until Adam Cole is healthy, because he stated that Mike Bennett and Matt Taven are going to hold the tag team titles for ROH. Roddy Strong wants to go after Orange Cassidy for the international title. Wardlow apparently will go for the world title, and when Adam is healthy, surrender it to him. We will see when that happens.
And they just did that with
overall,
Christian.
exactly.
Yeah, they
Luchasaurus
just did
giving
that
up
with
his
Luchasaurus
title
and
shot.
Christian. Yeah.
And that pissed
Which
me
I
off
thought
too,
was
because
horrible. That shit was horrible.
that pissed me
That shit
off
was so
because
bad.
number one, it pissed me off. Well, that pissed me off because Edge and Christian are legends, and they put together a pretty decent match. But it was okay. But that fire table botch with Nick Wayne not going through, just bouncing off, it kind of ruined the
Yeah.
momentum.
Yeah.
And okay, Adam Copeland Edge gets his first championship in AEW and then loses it within 2 minutes because
Bro.
Christian Cage has mind fucked Luchasaurus to the point where he can't think straight and says, "Give me your title shot and take the belt." Now, don't
But
get me wrong.
even on top of that, just to go on with you at that as well. Like even on top of that, like remember they had the match at what Full Gear, and it was like where it was supposed wasn't full. No, it was at the damn. It wasn't a pay-per-view. It was the other
It
on
was a
Dynamite.
Dynamite in Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, in Canada, and they friggin' just barely did anything with that. Or was it like a disqualification?
That was when they did another crazy finish where Nick Wayne's mom came and hit Edge with the title or something like that.
Yeah. But I remember everybody was saying there was people were anticipating that, and I was gonna watch it, but I didn't get a chance to watch it or whatever. But I was sitting there like, okay, well, Ed and Christian about to fight. Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with this or whatever. And then they said, okay, well, it didn't go over. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. So all right, I'll go catch it on this. And then I was watching that one, and I'm like, this is it. Like this Edge and Christian, like like this is what Edge came over here and just kind of jumped into immediately. And I was even excited, like, all right, we're gonna see Edge and Christian. I thought they were gonna come over there and just kind of team up or whatever. But they instantly went into a feud with each other, and Christian's heel work is phenomenal. But like you said, just to see Edge get that title that fast and just get beat with it on some Money in the Bank cash and shit, and then just give the title, that's fucking boring, bro. That shit is just not entertaining me, man. I'm sorry, yo. And that's one thing I have, for people who are watching, AEW and things like that, or trying to give it a chance, I can speak on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not somebody who watches it all the time, not like a fan. I'm trying to be a fan. I'm trying to get into it, but I'm not gonna lie, it was hard, man. It's kind of like AEW for me is just kind of all over the place, man. There's so much. It's the fucking Ring of Honor guys, and this guy's a title holder, and this guy, he's not the champion over here. He's the champion over there. I'm like, what the fuck is he over here then? I don't keep up. But here we go. Look, Warren. Yeah, laugh my ass off, bro. Got to get that clip where you're talking about Edge wants to go back to. Yeah, man. I used to fucking go in on AEW, but I'm trying to give it a shot. I'm trying to give it a shot, like and I love it. I love it. I heard this guy talking. One of the people that I watch, one of the shows. Shout out to Chris and Heels for Life on TikTok. They got a great platform. But I heard somebody was saying he was like talking shit really hard. He was like, man, don't call those guys like Dolph Ziggler and Rusev or Mio, whatever. Don't call those guys WWE guys or whatever, because they're not WWE guys. They don't own them and all this. Listen, if I started watching wrestling and I met this guy on WWE and I saw Stone Cold and I'm like, oh, that's Stone Cold, holy shit. And then Stone Cold leaves WWE and he goes over to AEW, I'm still gonna know him as Stone Cold, just like Edge. Edge is perfect. I know Edge. That's fucking Edge. He was Edge forever.
Like, exactly. Like, do you know him as Stone Cold? Nobody knows him hardly as the Ringmaster. He's known as Stone Cold.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's just kind of what it is. Or even the Hollywood Blondes, like you don't know all their work. Like you just know him where you know him from. Now you can get to know like the new person where he is now, but I don't think I'll ever call Adam Copeland like that's Edge, bro. Like forever and shit. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I my opinion of World's End. I watched some of it. I didn't watch all of it. I actually didn't see the Riho and Tony Storm match. What else did I see on it? I saw the reveal with the devil. That's really what I was looking for. And Samoa Joe with the title. Go ahead, bro.
My bad.
I know we got a lot to talk about. I know it's a lot of. We haven't been talking wrestling in a while, so I know.
The best thing about World's End, honestly, was the triumphant victory of Eddie Kingston. That was the best thing about that show.
Gotcha. Okay.
And like I know a lot of people do not like Eddie Kingston. They don't like his style, the way he is, but him getting the Triple Crown and being just like his idols in Japan, that was the moment of the show, if you're being real.
Hard time understanding wrestling and storytelling. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Warren. I mean, maybe, bro. It's one of the things where I don't really think people have a hard time understanding storytelling, even in a match. Because, like I said, when I used to watch wrestling, even when I was a little kid, I remember, I always go back to this because it's one of the most prevalent in my head. Like, Bret Hart. Bret Hart was a fucking amazing storyteller in the ring. You knew what he was doing, the purpose he was doing it for. He was attacking your legs. I don't care if you're tall, short, whatever. Going after the legs. He was trying to hit you with that sharpshooter. You know what I'm saying? If somebody hurt the arm, now you playing the arm the rest of the match. Like,
yeah,
you built like these guys used to tell stories in the ring. Holding the thing, put them in a chokehold, hitting the arm down.
Testing strength.
That's the strength.
Right.
Yeah, you had all of these types of things where that's all storytelling, you know what I'm saying? And I think people can pretty much get that shit. It's just, I think the story in general is what is kind of being, I think AEW relies so much on the talent in the ring and the stuff that they do, that their stories are lackluster. I think they try to make up for it with cursing and middle fingers and stuff like that. I think that's why it gets convoluted, man. What'd you say, Lay?
I'm laughing at you saying they're trying to make up for it with the cursing and the.
Y'all don't think so, though, man? Like,
I saw somebody, they made a post saying like AEW is basically like Attitude Era's little brother or something along those lines. And I didn't get it until you said that just now. So yeah, they gotta compensate.
WCW Junior.
Yeah.
Dynamite, Nitro. It's the fucking same thing, man. He's gonna play us. Rampage, Thunder. It's the same shit.
It's on record knowing that Tony was a huge mark for WCW back in the day.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I love WCW back in the day. Let me tell you something. WCW back in the day, that was some storytelling shit. The whole NWO, even outside, like the luchadors, like Juventud Guerrero, the Parka, like everybody was entertaining, man. I say this shit all the time. This nigga was over here trying to make fun of me, because I was saying like even like guys like Disco Inferno came out there and just it was always entertaining, yo.
What was the guy name? Was it Glacier or the nigga Zero?
It was incredible, bro. It was like a fucking movie. Like every time you watch a wrestling. Bro, I keep reminding guys, I help train is make your moves matter. Nobody cares how many finishers and put them in beginnings, because they kill not only the momentum for Pops. He was ECW. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, I don't know. I still enjoy wrestling, but it's just AEW. I don't know, man. I'm trying to get into it. Like, I'm trying to fucking get into it. But I don't rush to go see it like I'm rushing to go see. Even right now, I'll be honest, like even right now, like even SmackDown and stuff like that and Raw, and like I'm a little bored. There's a lot going on. We're about to talk about it. No, guys, stick with us. Like I said, there's a lot of wrestling to talk. One thing I want to keep going on with this real quick. Let's kind of jump in because I didn't realize we've been on for an hour already. But I want to jump in and say, y'all saw the whole shit with Tony Khan and whatever. This is how you know it's a new year. Fucking Jinder Mahal. Jinder, yo. Jinder getting it in.
Do not hinder the gender. Please.
Jinder getting it the fuck in, yo. You heard about it, Lay?
No.
Yeah, they had like a Twitter battle or something. Fucking Tony Khan be going off and shit. Talking about like, so if everybody has seen, I don't know if everybody saw Raw. Last week. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this shit for me, because this is where I can talk a lot. I know this is all my shit. The Rock, my boy, fucking Dwayne Johnson came back and shit. And so WWE did this shit smart. Like, they did. They're gonna try to play with your emotions and shit. So they've been telling everybody, oh, we got a previous world champion coming on the show. And you're like, oh man, it's gonna be somebody big, ain't it? So it came time for them to reveal it. And who comes down? Fucking Jinder Mahal. Oh, what? Jinder Mahal? Anybody want to see his ass? So he's in there talking his shit or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then if you smell, and then The Rock comes out that motherfucker. And I was like, oh, shit. The Rock is here. And, Jinder had to be the fall guy. Okay, now, this is what's interesting, okay? Jinder's the fall guy for The Rock. He comes out, be the mouthpiece, and he got to be the guy who hits the people elbow. And you already know shit was going to happen. But here's where this shit gets interesting. Okay, The Rock came out, said something about Roman Reigns sitting at the table and all that shit or whatever. Whoa, intriguing. We're gonna talk about it. But then this week on Raw, Seth Rollins comes to the fucking ring, and Jinder Mahal comes out to challenge fucking Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
WWE. Now, see, you said let Triple H cook, right, Lay? Right? All right. Now listen. He better fucking turn the heat on a little more, because why would you have somebody that you're planning to go after the title be a fucking fall guy for The Rock, for a legend to kind of pick on, and you got this guy going for a title shot the following week? I didn't understand that shit at all.
One can argue right now that because of this whole Twitter beef, that Jinder Mahal is as hot as he's ever been.
I'm telling you, shit, I fuck with Jinder, yo.
I fuck with Jinder, people can say what they want, but Jinder is an interesting heel. It's not the classic I hate America, Nikolai Volkov, Iron Sheik thing, typical foreign character thing. Like, Jinder comes across to me as just like the smug guy. Like, I know my Indian heritage, but like I'm still smug enough to live here in America and have money and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But people don't want to give shit credit when credit's due. Like, he beat Randy Orton for the title. Like, guaranteed it was a political move for what they were doing for India, but at the same time, it was different. And then that's trying to be funny. Everybody in the community talking about, oh, we want change in WWE, give new people a chance. Well, there you go. Jinder Mahal has been given a chance. Jinder Mahal has been given a chance. And plus,
Slim, my
people get told me this.
boy.
People say it doesn't make any sense. They have history. Seth
I
Rollins
love
beat
that shit.
Jinder Mahal for the first ever NXT championship. And
Right.
they fought for
Yeah.
the Intercontinental title.
Yep.
It just makes sense.
Right.
And not trying to be funny. What else? What else you gonna do right now? We got a long road
I
to
like it.
WrestleMania.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a long road to WrestleMania. This can be at the Rumble, and then we'll probably get, since most likely we're going to talk about it. If we probably get Reigns versus Rock at the Rumble, we're probably going to get a World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber match. So we got a lot to do until then, and I like it. And plus, it's different. Give Jinder a chance, and at least he's not, just in the background with Indashir trying to get them over as a tag team.
Trying to tell you, and never seeing Indashir ever on TV ever in life. But when I'm like you just said, bro. When all that shit happened with Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton, I was one sitting back like, I like this. I was just happy to see somebody else come, and not for nothing. But when Jinder came back and he was all jacked and shit, he was a big dude. They could push that shit, bro. He put the modern day Maharaja. He had the Bollywood guys with him. I was like, bro, I'm feeling this. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, it's Jinder Mahal. Yeah, it's Jinder Mahal, but it's Jinder Mahal 2.0. Like, they revamped him. He didn't come back and just be the same old skinny dude. Like, he revamped. He came back from Drew McIntyre shit. But
and Randy,
I was feeling it.
I don't know. Whenever they leave and come back, I don't know if WWE putting them boys in the hyperbolic chamber or what.
Captain America juice. Making fucking super soldier serum.
Because everybody
Randy came back jacked. AJ came back jacked.
Randy
didn't win, bro. Yeah, Heath went away. Heath went away. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna see Heath Slater again. Probably like background shit or whatever. I don't even know what he's doing. Is he still in TNA? I don't even know.
Last time
like
I saw
you said,
he was
like you said, bro. Like, I definitely, even though I'm talking shit about it, I just didn't understand why they would choose to, like, if he would have came out and gave that speech, without The Rock kind of dismissing him. It was fun what The Rock did and everything. And yeah, he's definitely like you just said, Slim, like he's over there engaging with Tony Khan. Like Jinder over here making a name for himself and shit. But I feel like they should have maybe gave that to somebody else, man. I don't know if there's somebody else they could have put in that position or whatever, or even have like an older guy come out and shit. But I mean, it's not going to kill it too bad. But I would have liked it to be more believable, because I wouldn't mind Jinder Mahal coming in on some real heel shit and turning it up a little bit, man. We need more of that right now. Like, Seth's been the fucking title holder. I'm tired of people holding the title for years and years and decades and time periods. And I'm tired of it. I want to see some shit switching.
Is that shade? Because I got my Bloodline shirt on tonight, and I'm ready.
I'll put them ones up. Yo, listen, your boy, I know. My boy Roman can hold that shit for the rest of his life. I don't care.
I know you must be excited about them potentially wanting to break that Hogan record.
I'm not excited about it.
Let me close Hogan ears.
Close his ears. Close his ears. Ice baths and saunas and constantly in the gym, eating right, and plus less bumps brings major changes to your body. Listen, bro. I'm about to write that shit down and take notes. I need to,
because it's definitely
I need to figure it out. My shit ain't right. But yeah, okay. So let's go back and revisit, like, The Rock coming back, and like you said, Slim. Now, where do you guys see this going, bro? Like, just to kind of jump in, since I'm kind of opening this topic or whatever. The Rock coming in and saying something, acknowledging. Roman Reigns finally, or at least the head of the table. He just made a statement. This is how I feel about it. I feel like The Rock and Roman, the fucking time is not right for that right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's something that I want to see right now. I don't want to see a throwaway match. I don't want to see an elimination chamber, just do something big because it's an Australia match. Nah. I want to see The Rock and Roman really go at it with a nice, filtered story that has nothing to do with the title. I want Roman to lose the title, but Roman to be like, "You think I need that title to define being the fucking head of the table?" And then the Rock's
Brian,
like,
you're reading my mind. You're reading my mind because I was thinking the same thing. I wanted Roman to lose it to Cody at Mania, and it's like
I ain't say that.
But wait, listen, come on, listen, let me season it up. I want that to happen because then I want Roman to go into this downward spiral, and then The Rock is like, okay, yeah, I got to come in and intervene because I left my little cousin here to run WWE and you can't do it. So now I got to step in and I got to be the head of the table now. And it brings that, like, Roman already is depressed because he's lost the belt. And now Solo, he don't know what he wants to do because now his loyalty is trying to change up.
You're gonna be a Rock and shit.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, Roman. I'm going to Rocky, baby. Yeah. Rock will be the help regarding Roman at Mania and Brian drinking hater. Listen. Let me tell you something. You already know. Y'all playing that damn Cody Rhodes shit. I'm tired of that. Yo. Now,
let him finish his story.
Let me say this real quick with Cody. I've been saying this shit for what, 2 years now. Cody Rhodes going to WrestleMania. If The Rock intervenes in the match and Cody wins the title, first of all, if anybody wants it to happen, I don't understand how you a fan, because why would you want Cody to finish the story on some I need help to win shit? Like, he's supposed to just win.
I don't want The Rock to intervene. I want him to win fair and square. I want him to win fair and square, and then I want The Rock to be like, "Oh, you can't handle being the tribal chief." Like, they put this in the wrong hands, and bring the elders back out and have a whole tribal meeting. And look, you can't handle it. You lost to Cody at Mania. You don't have the belt anymore. Why? No, I got to come back and clean this mess up because you don't know what you're doing. Like, I want that. Like you said, something slow and simmering, building that story.
I want that too. You're right. You absolutely right, Lay. I feel you exactly where you're going with that. Slim, how you feel, bro? What you want to see happen with The Rock and Roman, bro?
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, when it first happened, I was about to say about time, because I think we talked about this like 2 or 3 episodes ago when he made that surprise appearance on that one SmackDown, and they were all in the building, and we got no interaction. And so now it's like, okay. When he first of all, when he squashed Jinder, that was funny, because The Rock can control a crowd like nobody else. And then when he said, like, should I sit at the head of the table? You can already see fans want it. Now, I ain't gonna lie, we're in a, no pun intended, we're between a rock and a hard place, honestly, because Rock and Roman could easily main event a WrestleMania.
I'm trying to tell you.
Star power is already there, and you could build that story from here to Kingdom Come. To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure they got every little baby picture of them from the past. They can build this entire family civil war thing up to a T. Now, I think there's a lot of caveats involved. Like you said, Cody. They've been booking towards Cody and Roman ever since, that basically that WrestleMania loss, where he's been on his whole redemption arc. And, it's kind of hard because it's like, where do people fit in the time frame of what they're trying to do? Are they gonna be like, we want Roman to be the face of history, so we're gonna have him surpass Hogan. So for him to surpass Hogan, he has to beat Cody at WrestleMania if they choose to do that. Now we get into the chamber. We need a big match besides Seth's there. So I can see it. Like, but I agree with y'all. Like, I kind of do want to see this long, drawn out storyline. Like, I I don't want to see like just like something random happen where he has to drop the title. Like it has to mean something.
It
Like
has to.
I think we get like you don't do a reign this long and just drop it at a house show.
On some
Like
bullshit. Exactly.
it has to mean something, and the person that beats him, it has to do something for them.
Bro,
Like
listen. Come on, Jen. Hold on, Slim. I'm gonna fucking say it again. I want to say it again one more time. I've said this shit 50 times. Listen, hold on. Let me read Warren's book real quick. All right, Warren, let's see what book you wrote. All right, just wait. The crap I had to take from everyone. Look, he's so on Cody's ass. Everyone, the story will be finished or a triple threat. It depends. Bro, The Rock does not need a title shot from fucking Roman Reigns. He doesn't need it. He's not gonna even be there long enough to have the fucking title. Like he needs a match. They need one match. And to be honest with you, I feel like The Rock should win that shit. I think The Rock should dethrone Roman. It wouldn't break him, but it would allow him to get humbled. That's how I feel. I feel like it'll humble him, and then Roman can come back on some. I don't know if you guys are hearing me okay. I'm hearing some weird shit right now. You guys all right? Hear it? You hear it? I don't know.
yeah.
Okay, I'm good. But was I in and out? Oh, I think that was Lay. Lay might have had problems. But listen, like you were just saying, Slim, there's one factor that nobody is paying attention to, man. Nobody. And that's fucking Senor Money in the Bank, baby. I'm telling y'all. And the reason why even more now, bro, I feel like Damian has been trying to cash in that Money in the Bank. Like it was like he's on like the 6th fucking cash in attempt or whatever. Yo, I don't know why. I could be absolutely wrong. He's done it a couple times, right?
Yeah,
I could be absolutely wrong. But I feel like if he cashes in that shit on Roman, to me, I've said this shit at the very beginning of Roman's when we saw it was going to run it on forever. If a cash in happens and Roman loses the title on the cash in, that would be the craziest fucking cash in history, and definitely in history. That's why I feel like if that happens, it would establish Damian Priest. It wouldn't hurt Roman. Like, it would just be like, what the hell just happened? It would be shock value. It would be something to talk about. The fucking internet would blow up from that shit. Roman lost I feel like the Cody story is the most obvious. And at this point, I'll be honest, boring. It's okay. They're going to talk again, and they do the same shit they had last year. This time, don't have nobody. Round 2, fight like Mortal Kombat and shit. I'm just saying, like, I want something. Even if it comes down to some shit. Here, Beeline, I'm talking to y'all too. Even if it comes down to some shit where it's Cody do beat Roman at Mania. I don't think it's going to be The Rock versus Roman at Mania. I definitely don't think that. If they do it at the Elimination Chamber, I think it'll just be a match, which will be corny to me, but if Roman's going to probably win. It's going to be just a one-time selling match. I think it should be later, like we said. But if Cody does win, I would love if Damian Priest runs out that motherfucker and cashes in on that shit and fuck that story up altogether.
That'd be crazy too.
That story would be fucking horrible, yo. He cashing in at Mania on Punk night 1. Damn, yeah. Listen, Warren writing that shit. Okay, and I guarantee.
Would be interesting.
Yeah, cashing in on Punk. I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible, man. I definitely think Seth is going to lose the title. I don't think that Seth is going to lose the title until, Mania or whatever. But I don't know. We'll see, man, because we still do have Elimination Chamber and to see what happens. But you remember, because, they usually use Elimination Chamber to determine who's going to be the other, person who's going to face, whoever else doesn't get picked for the title match after the Rumble. Lay, you doing all right, Lay?
Yeah, I was having some Wi-Fi problems, but I'm back.
All right, cool. No, that's good. That's good. We just over here, sharing opinions. I had to say that at least one more time, yo. Can we all agree in the room? Can we all agree at least? Y'all really do we agree that we think Roman's losing the title this year for certain?
Yeah.
I think
Like,
so. How you feel, Slim?
I feel like he's dropping the title this year.
Yeah.
When, I don't know, but it's gonna happen this year.
Yeah, I definitely think he's gonna lose that title, man. I mean, if it's probably gonna be the who would have thought that it was gonna be the triple threat match? I mean the fatal 4-way match at Royal Rumble. I didn't see that coming at all. So
know, right?
you never know, man.
I saw some people talking about it in like some of the wrestling groups when I was actually watching SmackDown that night. Like spoilers.
Oh, they having a little bit of issues with some Wi-Fi. Happens.
Oh,
Sorry, Lay. Sorry, Lay. Got froze up there. But
All
yeah, but it's interesting to see that I mean, it would be crazy to see if Roman, loses it. But like you said, Slim, I can't see him holding this title and then losing it because Randy Orton pinned LA Knight at Royal Rumble. Like that that would be like the most, fucking unanticipated, send off to one of the
like
greatest
fatal
reigns
four
of
ways.
honor.
Yeah, like fatal four ways and triple threats are like crazy because like it's always that element of you don't have to be pinned to lose. And I
Yeah.
think it kind of like hurts the champion more of it. Like I didn't even do anything to lose. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I think I would have preferred Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns 1-on-1
So would
at the
I.
Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
but I'm not
Yeah.
upset about the Fatal Four.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. There's no disqualifications. That's another thing.
Yeah.
That they're gonna play on. There's no DQs in the Fatal Four.
I don't
But
think he's
sorry,
gonna
Lay.
lose the belt. I don't think he's gonna lose the belt in their 4-way though.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's gonna be a mania, bro. If anything, I mean, the reason why I even though I talk all the shit that I talk or whatever, I do just I'm not stupid. Like I do know that probably most likely it's definitely gonna be Cody is gonna be at. The reason why is because ever since he got here, he's been talking about this story. There's no way they can drag it on to next year. I don't think that he can finish the story at any other time. He's already main evented WrestleMania. So that's not the thing. He's trying to win the title. If they push it to SummerSlam, it wouldn't have the same effect. It has to be at WrestleMania. So either it's now or never for this storyline. And even though I don't agree with it, I mean, we'll see what happens. If Roman beats Cody at WrestleMania, y'all better move because I'm telling you. Whoever there's a wrestling fan, they're gonna fucking lose their minds. Especially Warren. Warren's ass looking at writing stories in the fucking. Warren's gonna fucking move. He gonna leave the country. It's The Rock is seen that type of match, and then when Roman loses, Rock challenges him to next year's WrestleMania. Bro, ain't nobody trying to wait that damn. That's a whole fucking year away. But I don't know. We don't know. That's a fun thing about fantasy booking, man. I love this shit. This is one of my favorite things to do on the show. Talking shit. Yo, we're gonna be back with commission talks as well. We're gonna be back. And we also actually the commission's gonna be on tomorrow with Dre, with our commission brother Dre. So we'll be talking tomorrow as well about wrestling as well. But yeah, we appreciate you guys watching this stuff, man. But guys, listen, I know it's already, we already over an hour in. But I want to jump in. I know we had a lot, man. We had a lot to talk about. We had to kind of catch up, like shit. I was expecting things to be slower than what they are, but I mean, a lot of stuff has been happening. We're gonna get to our Royal Rumble cover. We have what I think maybe 2 weeks. We'll be doing the Royal Rumble cover. That's gonna be a fun show. That's kind of why I've been avoiding talking about people who are going to be in the Rumble or surprises. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that episode. Hopefully we get Ray up in here. Ray's not been feeling too well, but yeah, we're gonna be talking about the Royal Rumble. Definitely, Ray. We gotta get you up in here for that show. Yeah, all of our also guys, like while we're on the air, man. So one of my plans this year, I'm trying to go to at least 4 shows. 4 shows I'm trying to go to this year. Slim, I know you were saying that there's one, in your neck of the woods. What was it? It was AEW.
Yeah. So Sting's last match, AEW Revolution, in March here in Greensboro. Over, I think they've said like 10 or 11,000 tickets sold, something like that. Like, I don't even know exactly how much the Greensboro Coliseum holds, but they're trying to sell that shit out, and it's like getting full. Just praying and hoping. Got to wait till next week, but the tickets will be purchased because I'm not missing things last night.
Yeah. I'm trying to go to a couple of different episodes. I'm trying to see. It'd be cool as shit if we could all, meet up somewhere and go to a show.
Yes.
Powwow. Yeah, I definitely want to try to do that this year. I'm also buying my belts, man. I got my belts in the shopping cart. That shit is crazy. That's expensive, man. But yeah, I'm buying 2 belts. I'm gonna have my belts. So halfway through STR this year. Oh yeah, bro. I definitely have to spend a little money and just like really invest in this year. I really want to have a lot of fun. And that's why I'm saying, guys, go check out the merch, everything like that. We're definitely going to be with the t-shirts and stuff like that. Maybe have a couple more shirts out there, title holders and stuff, seeing whatever happens this year. But go ahead. We're gonna do 2 of our segments that we usually do. I don't have a Slammaroonie this week. I didn't get a chance to do that. Just make sure Flair not bump. Yeah, shit. Flair. Flair. That motherfucker gonna fight from his casket when he gets.
Right.
Ric Flair is crazy, yo. That's my boy. I love Ric Flair.
And speaking of Flair, Charlotte's gonna be out for 9 months with that injury.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was nice to see her in. It was nice to see her and Andrade. Looks like they like when she got hurt. I mean, I don't know, but you kind of can see like with social media, like I don't know how well people do, but you kind of see with social media, like when couples are having problems and issues and shit, because they weren't like confirming each other. They had to delete each other's pictures and stuff like that. I'll be paying attention to all that stuff. But it looks like after she got done, it looks like she they kind of he's been there for her and stuff like that. So that's good.
Yeah, he's really been sticking by her. So
yeah, great stuff. Thanks, bro. But
thanks, Warren.
Yeah. But Lay, let's go ahead and start with you. I know you have Beyond the Canvas today. We're gonna do a little bit of our regular stuff we do here. Let me go ahead and pull up the work here for you. So we got our Beyond the Canvas, and that's where we talk about real life rivalries outside of the ring. And Lay, who you got for us today?
So tonight we are talking about a real life fight between the Big Show and the Great Khali.
Okay.
So apparently in 2009, if I'm not mistaken, because I read the article earlier, Chris Jericho and the Undertaker and the Great Khali talked about it. There was a match. I think they were in Puerto Rico. There was a match. Great Khali used that chest chop in his match, and the Big Show confronted him about it and was like, "Hey, that's my move. Don't be using my stuff." And apparently, they were already having roster. It kind of was a whole who's the biggest and who's going to be on top. And Big Show stole off on Great Khali, hit him in his face. They got the tussling. Big Show tripped over a chair, and now Great Khali said that he was crying. Now, Chris Jericho put that in his story, but Great Khali said that he was crying, and it was just a whole big thing.
Damn.
So
Big Show rocked this shit. I'm the giant motherfucker.
Yeah, he did that.
I heard
and I don't
So it's interesting. Damn, yeah, you having technical shit today. But it's interesting because I don't know if you guys have
Yes.
heard previously, like Andre the Giant. He was another one. It must be something because Andre the Giant, he didn't want Big John Studd to walk over the ropes because that was his thing, or whatever. And he had said something. Remember, you heard that story? And Big John Studd like fucking ran out the building. I think Vince told it.
Yeah.
So with the big guys, man, you ain't trying to feel that competition. That's like, I can understand it too because like that's your selling point. Like if you're the giant in the company, and then somebody comes and they're just as big as you are, it's like they taking that shine from you. So it's like, yo, you gonna go and come here and take my shine, and then use my moves and shit. How you feel about it, Slim?
That's crazy, man. Like, first of all, like that man too big to be crying like that. But still,
dude.
like, I mean, you never know what's gonna go down backstage, especially in that type of business. And moves are sacred. Moves are sacred. You ain't asked, and then you're gonna get confronted. And Big Show ain't no small guy. So I mean, what's that term the young folks use? Us around to find out.
Yeah. I mean, and just imagine how scary it must be to like those two big ass dudes to try to sit there and break that shit up. Like, listen, you might as well just let them fight to the death because I ain't none of that.
Try and break that up.
Yep.
Well, apparently nobody did. Chris Jericho, like they were just back there watching. Taker said a few words, but he didn't get up and step in. But I wonder who was getting the best of who, because nobody just came out and said, well, such and such was best in the other person. So
I'm just imagining like friggin' arms beside the trucks in slow motion punching each other.
Mocking each other. Just having a full blown fight, and then Great Khali sitting down like, ugh! Crying his fucking eyes out.
Didn't have to steal off on him, no.
Show say, take my shit again, I'm gonna bust
he
your
didn't
ass.
have to steal off on him.
Big Show is crazy.
I guess he was more so embarrassed that they were fighting and he tripped over that chair. That I think that really
big goofy ass.
Because you can't start the fight. Yeah,
he was always
but still, Big Show can't start the fight and then trip over a chair. Like me, Lord.
Yeah, listen, two giants fighting. All right, well, I guess that's an interesting Beyond the Canvas. I'm actually really excited we're gonna do a Beyond the Canvas. We're gonna try to do a Beyond the Canvas every single week. I'm actually I know a lot of fights. Like there's so many different things from. Well, I'm not gonna talk about it because I don't want to kill it. But yeah, Lay, please continue to come with these. I like these. I enjoy the conversation that comes with them as well. There was so many fights I remember from WCW. And if you still listen to people who are interested, like, you want the real life stories, guys like Bruce Pritchard and his podcast, and, these guys come out and they tell these stories about things that happened in the past, man. And it's really fun because we were just watching that shit back in the day. We didn't have all this inside information. And now that you have it, you learning so much stuff now about, the history.
Right. You hear so many stories.
Yeah. Yep. Slim. You got something that you gotta do. You wanna open up your segment today. I don't got no slides for I don't got a poster for it. But go ahead, man. We gotta finally get to your thing. Slim's gonna be hosting part of this his segment for the show, and where you're talking about. Go ahead, tell everybody, man.
Got you, dog. So we don't have the graphic this week, but we're gonna work on that. Yeah. So Lay has her segment. I have mine. Mine is called Matches We Forgot. These are matches or maybe even superstars that we may have grown up with. Maybe they were one-timers or, maybe the match doesn't exist anymore. Just kind of jog y'all memories a little bit. So the match, we originally started this like a couple of episodes ago when we were talking about the Lions Den match with Ken Shamrock and Steve Blackman. So tonight, we're going to talk about the god-awful Punjabi prison match. This match This match, y'all, as a fan, was horrible. Yes, like if
Crazy.
you grew up in this era, first of all, visually horrible. You could not see anything that was happening in that ring whatsoever. I mean, I get the concept. We're inside two cages from bamboo. You have to escape the inner cage to get to the outer cage. Once you get to the outer cage, you have to climb over the top to win the match. There's a lot going on.
A lot.
Visually, it was not the best presentation. This match honestly kind of segues from Lay's segment. This match was basically made for the great Khali. At the time, he was world champion, and he was supposed to fight the Undertaker in this match, but Khali, I believe, had gotten sick with some type of infection, and this
Yeah.
was back in 2006 when Big Show took over for the match. And I love the Undertaker, but even the greatness of the Phenom could not save this debacle of a
For
match.
real.
And it made its return during that legendary Jinder Mahal title run when he faced Randy Orton and he brought back Great Khali just for this match. So it has its own little place in history, but this is a match that clearly we can forget.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yo, look at WWE. WWE know they're gonna make some money on some shit. Look at this shit. This was funny when I was pulling up the picture.
No.
I don't remember this shit.
Me
Get the hell out
either.
of here. Who bought this for their damn kid and made them struggle to put it together and playing it?
Who put that together on Christmas Day?
Bruh, listen, you put that shit there. Yo, did you guys have the cage set and stuff like that as a kid, like around the wrestling ring and everything?
I had a cage. I ain't never had no damn food job in prison.
Bruh, listen, it was hard enough just to play in the cage, yo. You have to sit there and put your arms inside. You're like, okay, I'm
right.
But to have that right there, bruh, listen, I just want to play with it.
That's what him and Big Show should have done for real.
Yep. Yeah, really have one of them damn matches locked inside a damn what was it called? Wicker basket. Motherfuckers fighting in the laundry basket.
Well, Brian, I got a question.
What up?
Earlier you was like, Great Khali is a joke, but at one point he held the title and all that good stuff. Where do you think the change came in? Because at first he was like a force to be reckoned with, and then he just
this is the thing. The Great Khali was just a big ass dude, yo. That's it. He was never a good wrestler. He was never even as a big dude, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. He never did anything in the ring. His move was a fucking karate chop. Like he was just stumbling around and just whatever. The only thing that got him over was he was a big dude. Now, that's my opinion. Like I said, like as kind of a joke. And he did have like kind of the awkward kind of walk. His legs was kind of weird with it or whatever. And there's a couple of big dudes in there that really wasn't doing too much. Even Andre the Giant in later years, his range of motion was very limited, closer towards the end. And not saying anything bad against him, but it really was. And then you got the big dudes like Braun Strowman. And these other guys who are there, like, right now, somebody who I really want to have a conversation about is Omos. Like, Omos is really good as far as like, the things that he can do. And I don't think they give this guy enough shine, man. He moves quick, he's agile, and he works a match. Like from what I can see, I just don't think they've really given him time get in the ring with. I'd like to see him involved in some really good matches. He had a match with Seth, and they always play him as kind of like, they don't give him enough to do really. They just want him to be a spectacle, and then just kind of push him to the side. I think they should engage these guys a little bit more, because the big guys, they put asses in seats, man. Ain't nothing like watching I'll never forget watching the Undertaker, and then the damn Giant Gonzalez coming down the ring and pulling the Undertaker's ass out. Remember that shit? I was captivated, yo. I was captivated by that shit. The match sucked, unfortunately. but the build with fucking what's the name with Harvey Whippleman and
Yeah.
him just coming down, and you never saw Undertaker get smashed like that shit before
No.
you saw him. But yeah, had a motherfucker in an ape suit.
I used
Bro,
to be
that
so
was the
scared, man.
thing.
That shit was crazy, yo. But yeah, that's it, Lay. Like Big Khali was always kind of goofy to me, bro. Like, I remember when putting the Undertaker through the thing, he always looked like he was about to fall. Like,
Yeah, he wasn't that coordinated.
nigga too tall to stand up straight.
Very true.
Oh, y'all fucking crazy. But all right, guys. Well, I guess that was it. We kind of touched on a little bit of everything today. I think that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked some shit today. But yo, anything in closing? Anybody got anything to kind of close off with?
We're 2 weeks out from the Rumble.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting. I think we are in for a very, very exciting WrestleMania. Still a lot of fallout. What's going to happen in New Japan? AEW's got a lot of good stuff coming up. We got to see where that heads. But for a rare TNA info, TNA this week has been dropping their newly designed title belts. If a lot of people don't know, TNA went to Impact Wrestling, but they decided to go back to their roots of being TNA, and they're doing a whole rebranding. And I gotta say, as a belt guy, these titles are looking really, really nice. I low key want to purchase an
Yeah,
X-Division
they
title.
really are.
They're really nice.
So I mean,
Really?
but like I said, I think it's never been a better time to be a wrestling fan. And I believe in 2024, STR is going to soar higher than we ever have. I think we found something very, very special. And I can't wait to see where it goes. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe when we get big enough, we do a live debate broadcast with the Jobber Tears podcast. Who knows? But hey, we just got to get there one day.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. I'm definitely down for that. Yeah. And Beeline, I want to also share with you real quick before we let Lay go. One of the things I am introducing this year to kind of get more engagement with just actual wrestling podcasts. I'm going to be pushing this out probably in a couple months, actually. But we're gonna have a kind of a game. It's gonna be it's not really gonna be a tournament. It's more gonna be just like just friendly competition, and we're gonna do like trivia. We're gonna do certain things where it's like we kind of battle. It'll be kind of like a game night thing. We'll kind of battle like trivia and wrestling history and stuff like that or whatever. So if you guys know a lot of wrestling history, feel free. I know it's one big thing. There's a lot of really educated people out there who know a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Slim is up there. Slim is up there. I know my boy my boy my boy Derek T. Lewis. Derek's been on the show a couple of times as well. Derek knows his shit, man. Derek, he's a fucking wrestling almanac. Like he's putting out dates and full names, and I'm like, damn, Derek knows wrestling. But yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see where this goes. Like Slim said, man, I'm really excited. I'm putting a lot into STR this year. It's one of the main focal points of the shows that I have on Entertainment Network this year, and I can't wait for you guys to see everything that we got coming. Lay, yo, let me say something about Lay real quick. Lay busts her ass. Lay busts her ass, yo. I be saying like she got posts and stuff. I got fucking 5 shows I'm running plus 3 kids, and I'm trying to work and Uber and do all this other shit. Lay stays posting. She stays up. I try to share and post throughout the day as I'm doing stuff. But Lay, you be killing it with the posts, man. I like the engagement. I like the questions. You know what I'm saying? Today she had a couple like one was, who do you think's gonna dethrone Rhea Ripley? And you got to think about it. Like, who the fuck is gonna take? She's another one. Who's gonna take these belts from these motherfuckers holding them for forever?
Right.
Got to figure it out at this point. But yeah, I just want to shout you out real quick. Like, go ahead and
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, well, like how Brian was talking about the socials, don't forget, follow our socials, STR on Instagram, Facebook. We have the group where you can come in, chat with us. all things STR. Follow us. I try to keep us as up to date as possible. I done started posting on my personal TikTok. My username is in the corner. So let's just keep the conversation going. You don't have to wait till Wednesday night. Like Slim said, STR, we're flying to new heights this year, and we want you guys aboard. So I'm just excited for 2024 and what all it holds for us and for wrestling.
Yeah, and for wrestling for sure. Yeah, guys, we are going to be back every week. There's going to be no STRs missed all the way to Mania. You know, unless there's anything, it might be one or two of us not here or something like that or whatever. But I'm definitely making it a mission to make sure I'm here every single week. I want to discuss everything that's going on with wrestling from this point out. It's another reason why we took a nice little break last week. And as long as ain't no crazy life stuff happens or whatever, we're going to be here sitting in front of you talking about what's going down on the screen with the pro wrestling engagement. We will be, I will actually be back tomorrow. And anybody in the room too. Our boy from the Commission Talks, that's our brother company over there. We actually are hosting, we're going to be with I'm saying the wrong thing. Dre on Wheels at 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. We're going to be on his show tomorrow. We're going to be talking with Warren and me and the Commission boys over there. And we're going to kind of just keep it going, man. Really looking forward to this year. Thank you guys for everything, all your support. You guys watch every single week. It's one thing that I love about this show. People are watching every single week now. Like we got like our own little fan base that are enjoying the content. We really enjoy you guys as well. Hope we're going to keep you guys engaged, talk shit, and make it happen. That's what we're going to do. But until next time, stay true, stay positive, pay attention. We got a new outro for y'all, too. I hope you guys enjoy it. Look, much love, support. Peace out, y'all. Have a great night.
Peace.